What's up, everyone? So today we got another video for you. It's how I organize everything for my Corel Draw files for the lasers, and then also I'm going to touch base on local businesses. How do you get local businesses to know you're there and to recognize you? But first, let's go through the organizing of the whole file system. Let's go. Alright, so let's go make some files and figure this out, and I'll show you how I organize everything. I can't open up my main file because we have names from local businesses and other customers that I can't have in there. So what I'm going to do is start from scratch, and I'll show you how you can do it and how really easy it is. So let's just go to your main screen, right click, go down to new. We're going to create a new folder. Let's label it laser, but I would put my business name in there, hit enter, open it up. Okay, so now if you're using Corel Draw or any other kind of like software for your laser, you're gonna have a bunch of files. So what I would do is I would go in here, right click, and you're gonna make another new folder. Okay, so now we're gonna name this one, let's do 20 ounce, and then we'll do Arctic. Okay, so now I would take all of my files and put them in there. Anything to do with 20 ounce Arctic, because let me open up one. I'll bring it over actually. There we go, it worked. Okay, so you can see I'm in here with 20 ounce Arctic. Now I have it 20 ounce names, Mother's Day design. I have the 20 ounce Yeti in here, fall design, Arctic, 20 ounce random. So what I normally do is just use the names because that's generally what I'm doing. I'm putting business names on there or personalized names for customers. What you'll notice here is I have 20 ounce Yeti. I didn't make a separate folder for it because it would just be Yeti. So you could do just 20 ounce stainless, you know, or label it whatever. But I put all of my stuff in here for anything I do with the 20 ounce Yetis and Arctics, and that's just, it makes it a lot easier. So once you're done with that and you put it all in there, then you can go up here and hit laser. Now you go back to the main files. Now let's make another folder because you're not gonna only do one thing, right? If you want to make a business out of this, you got to have more than one item to sell. So let's start out by pint glass. Okay, so pint glass will be the same thing. Now you're gonna go in here and you're gonna have it where you're gonna put your logos just like the 20 ounce. Now the one thing too that you gotta make sure that you keep your stuff organized like this. If by not doing it you're gonna have a mess of, like, it'll just be a one-off file. What I try to do the most is reuse like the Arctic, because once you have the platform built, like if you go back and look at some of my other videos, you'll notice I have jigs set up in Corel Draw that all I have to do is take the name and I put it in that spot. I know where it is because I make the lines and so forth and where the logos are. I would do that for every product you have, and then inside that file create other file names. Like for pint glass, I would have on here, I would do like it wouldn't come out, I wouldn't do it as a folder, but it would come through as your Corel Draw. You'd save it and you just have it as name. I would save another one, like I have some funny like one-off mugs and I sell them as sets. You could have the set of 4 right here. You know, you put all your pint stuff in there. Like let's do knife. Okay, so your knives, you'd make a knife folder. So like all the knives you ever done, and you'd go in there and you'd save from Corel Draw and put them all in there, because you want to make sure that you have, like we have a how do you say, I'm trying not to say the name or anything. Our military, we do these certain knives for, I can't say too much, but anyways, we do a certain knife for them. I thought it was a one-off, but I saved it anyways. It ended up being a thing that we do a lot for. We have another company that's local that we do a lot of knives for, and they do giveaways. So it's just, keep in mind what they're for and just label it, and then you just keep putting them in there. And don't be scared of putting too many in that file. And after it's been a year and you've never done it again and you made the jigs, make sure you're labeling the jigs also. But you can delete it and discard it if you'd like, if it's getting too full. Now I just went over there and I cleaned them up and brought them over. So you can see I have a 12-inch knife, black knife, bottle opener knife, you know, you do, as long as you label it the most you can and make your folders, you have it, everything's really cleaned up and you can find your stuff really fast. Far as like local business, I would, you know, make a folder. If you keep doing just random jobs for this company, put in the name, you know, like let's put, I don't know, BK. Okay, so like BK comes to me and is like, hey, I need this thing cut out of acrylic. Okay, I go in there and I click on their folder, and then I'll have like their acrylic file if I've done one, and if I didn't and I'm making a new file, then I just keep saving it in there. And then also what will help you is when you're in the Corel Draw or whatever program you're using, you can also keep in there like at that time when you did that job, put the time, and you can put the date and then put your price. So you can always look back without going through your paperwork or other, you know, means. When you go to do this project, if you've done it like 2 years ago and you're like, wow, 2 years ago my price was this, that's crazy, now I'm up to this, you know. And it just kind of gives you a leg up to remember where you came from, where everything is now, and keep you updated with everything also. And keep the files, because they might come back and need the same exact one and you don't have to redesign it, so you're a step ahead of the program and a lot faster. Now, local businesses. How do we get local business? That's the other question I keep getting a lot. And you know, it all starts with you. It's on your attitude, how you're presenting yourself and presenting your business. Now, if you want to, you know, learn your business, I would do first, and once you get it going and off the ground with online sales, whatever, or until you feel comfortable with the programming and your laser, start talking about it to everyone. Everyone's big on social media. I am not. I don't have Facebook. I don't, you know, I've never even had a Facebook. My business does. But what I'm trying to say is put it on there. Tell everyone what you're doing. You're gonna raise eyebrows. People are gonna look at you. They're gonna be curious. Everyone's curious. They're gonna ask you what it is, what you do, and they're show pictures. Show them everything. That is the biggest thing to do right off the bat. Then what I would do next, go door to door. If you really want local business, go door to door. Like I went to a couple of 4 of them liquor stores, and they were all within, like, because each town has, you know, whatever, how many. We're in Minnesota, so you got to try to stay cold or try to stay warm in the cold weather, so they have quite a bit of them. But you can go to different towns, and I would try to do one in each town and just go there and see if you can say, hey, I have, you know, these pint glasses, and I'll sell them to you for this much, and then they can turn around and sell them for more. You got to remember, they got to make a profit. So if you're gonna sell them for, you know, $20 retail, you can't sell it to them for $20 because they're not gonna sell it for $25. You know, you got to keep that in mind. They got to make, it's generally 30 to 40%. So you have to take that off your retail cost. The other thing is, make sure when you like go door to door, be organized with files and catalogs and whatever else you have to show what you can do. I've never got to that point. We did the thing with social media right away. We put it on there, and you know, it just grew from there. So I don't think too many people will really have to go to door. But what I really want to do is go to get my foot in the door with some of these bigger companies that do a lot of like press printing, like punching and stuff, press punch, because we've gotten a lot of jobs in the past that people would come to us and say, hey, can you do this? It's like 1,000 parts, 2,000 parts. And I would give them a bid, and they're like, we'll do it right now. And I would, you know, bid it kind of heavy, where on the high side, not really. Some I will, some I won't. Depends on the setup times, but I would get them and I was just shocked. And what I'm finding out in the last 3 now, and because I just randomly would ask, and you do a couple times a year for these companies, is I found out the press companies, well, not press companies, I forget what you call them, but anyways, the companies that just do the like stamping of metal tags or whatever, a lot of them, they would have like, let's say a 5,000 minimum to get a price break, where these other companies that just need 1,000 to 2,000 a year, they'll come to you and you can do it for less than what the other company will charge. So that's also something to keep in mind and watch for. Like, keep your eye out too on different businesses that use identification tags. They're like aluminum, metal, stainless, whatever. And that's another foot to get in the door somewhere else in some other company. And then eventually they'll need a cup, or they'll need, I had one company come and ask me for a bunch of aluminum business cards, and they wanted their name put on it. So I did, and it was 200 of them. So that was nice. Now, the main thing out of all this, none of this will even work if you don't have the confidence. If you don't have the confidence in yourself, then it's not going to work. You have to be confident about it. You have to stay positive. You have to tell positive things about your business all the time. You have to be talking about your business all the time. Well, not all the time. Like, if you go out, let's say, to the bar or whatever, or out to eat with friends, you don't want to be talking about it the whole time. If someone brings it up, yes, be excited, raise your tone a little bit, get really excited into it, like you can't believe how well it's going, and then it's just going to be awesome, it's going to blow up, and it's going to be great, and then calm down and then go through your night. But you have to be confident. You have to have confidence to do it, because if you don't have confidence, then why would anyone have confidence in doing business with you? So I hope this helped you guys. If you have any more questions, put it in the comments down below, and don't forget to smash that like button. Glad you got to see me again. Bye.